Larry. Thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
They'll set up the screen with Davis. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Julian Edelman. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. To start the drive to Sims. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. They'll run it again with Sims. And there's a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On play action, Fitzpatrick going up top. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come up in an offset eye. Lynch looking to throw on second. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So a 3rd and 8.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly. Just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Holding. Defense.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. 3-19. Over.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chris Long in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
And plays like that really hurt play calling.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Lynch. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Set. Move 45. Move 45.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
So out come the Falcons now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see that sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now it's Lynch. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they got 29 yards there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. To throw is Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
Another pistol look here. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete.
Holding offense.
To throw again is Lynch. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Given 14 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Once again, it's Lynch. And he rifles one incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got time in the pocket. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. And there's a flag on the play. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Holding offense.
The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now 3rd down and 14.
You got 4. You got 4. Under.
Now they run with Sims. And he's able to take this. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Paxton Lynch now, he gets set and heads back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Second and 10. It's Lynch again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And able to find Dorsett. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Surveying the field. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He's got time. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Move 45. Move 45.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So what's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Fitzpatrick now on second down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He's got time in the pocket. Penalty marker is down here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Holding offense.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want nothing. They don't want nothing. He ain't going nowhere.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing Fitzpatrick, surveying the field. All kinds of time. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it'll be 4th down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Now they'll run it on the toss. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Lynch again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now it's Lynch. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Here's Fitzpatrick. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run the option left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
This is tough as a defender because it was well blocked, but someone has to find a way to make a play. Otherwise, you're doing exactly what the defense is doing now, watching the offense celebrate a long game.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. First carry now for the backup, Joyce Bell. Still on his feet. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Nugent puts it through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And our attention shifts here to the Seahawks defense. And dare I say, luck was on their side last drive. The short field goal was missed, so they went unscathed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think you nailed it perfectly. Fortunate, because he's not supposed to miss.
Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, It always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Niall Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Fitzpatrick on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup there of 36. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. Fitzpatrick to throw it. A dump off to Sims. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Fitzpatrick again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. He's got time. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 40.